Welcome back. Another 15 minutes of fame. My name is Goldie, and today I am joined by Miss Carrie White. Carrie will tell us all about who she is, what she does for a living, why she joined us here on the show today, and what her life is doing in the world stasis of now about a 2-week holdout into our homes. As a matter of fact, I had the pleasure of working with Carrie on March 13th of 2020, and I remember this day now so clearly. It'll be kind of a JFK day for me, as it was for our parents, because it was the last day of what we knew as running around the outside, having a good old time. So, Miss Carrie White, who are you? What do you do for a living? And how is this world affecting you and your business right now?
Hi, Goldie. Thanks for having me. I am a producer. And so, as you mentioned, I worked with you on March 13th. And that was for Keystone, where we were producing some of their advertising content for the year. And so we actually wrapped up that shoot on March 14th, which was also the day that Vail Resorts gave notice that they were going to be shutting down the resorts for the time being, which we thought at the time was only going to be maybe a week or two, and then turned into for the rest of the season. So you got our second to last ski day. And
one of the best days ever.
It was an awesome day. It was a great day. And then we actually skied that next day for a cat skiing shoot. And that was, it was also an epic day and the last day of the season. So that I got really lucky with that. But I produce video and commercials and videos and still shoots, everything like that. So anything that I work a lot with Vail Resorts. I work a lot with outdoor companies, and I do all the pre-production to get us ready to actually film the commercial and make sure everything runs smoothly while we're doing it.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone has ever been in film or photo or any of this type of medium when coming to recording and then doing post, people of your job title are so necessary, because it's like without you, it's like a laundry basket falling down the stairs. Just things are flying out over everything. The chaos is too much. And you are the human being who brings it together, who sends out the text message, who gets the emails, who makes sure we have snacks, who runs this town. And I love people like you. I think it's awesome what you do. I think it's not an easy job, because it's like wrangling band members. Like, come on, guys.
Yes.
We're all going to go play music now. Yeah, you're the ones with the instruments. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always call it like herding cats.
Yeah.
I'm make sure that everyone's fed. I'm kind of the keeper of the snacks and the set mom. And it's like I'm herding cats a lot of times, but it's an awesome job. I love it.
It's an incredible job to be great at as well. And I really enjoyed the day we worked. So now here we are in a time where we had the opportunity to work together. March 13th, we were doing a shoot for Keystone. We're having a great old time, blah, blah, blah. And whew, here goes the rug.
Yep.
Okay. So we all know what it's like now. We're 2 weeks into this coronavirus attribution to our nation and the way we are living. How is this treating you and your company right now? How has this changed things?
I mean, it's come to an absolute standstill. So we had probably 8 more shoots scheduled with Vail Resorts, starting up starting up that next week after we had finished the Keystone shoots. And then I had another shoot for a bank, and I have another one for Subaru, and they've all just come to a stop at this point, because we can't get people together. We don't know when it's going to be safe to do that. So at this point, I think all the Vail resorts are closed. So we're not rescheduling any of those, and we'll see what happens next year. And hopefully a couple of these, one was scheduled for Seattle in June for another job. And that one it's just indefinitely on hold. I mean, we're not really sure if we'll even be able to do it in Seattle or where we'll be able to do it. So unfortunately, it's really stopped. Now, I do have another company, an HR consulting company, and they are, one of my main clients is Roche, and they're doing a lot with this vaccine. So we're working, a lot with them, helping them staff up their workforce, and with Roche and Genentech, which is fully owned by Roche as well. So that has been keeping me busy, and the hiring has to go on there. It's just changed we do initial phone interviews for them, and so that stayed the same. And then they will be doing all second round and third round interviews via Zoom or some other platform like that. So they have to continue hiring, and they are an essential business due to, their industry that they're in with pharmaceuticals and biotech. So
Is
that's
this
taking
work
a lot of
in?
time.
Is this work of that on that line? Is this taking up more time now, or is it like stat quo? You're just still doing what you did before?
We're really kind of still doing what we did before. I have some employees that work with me, and they really handle the bulk of the workload, and I more or less disseminate it and make sure that we're following through where we need to. So that has not taken up a lot more time with me, other than we have more work. So I know my employees are really busy. They're busting their butts to make sure that we're getting everyone interviewed in a timely manner. And things have changed a little bit where a lot of people maybe don't want to make a move right now. It's, uncertain times. So, and maybe they don't want to go to a company that they're not able to meet the people face to face before accepting a job. So we're just having to kind of tweak how we do things to make people more comfortable in the environment.
Well, it seems as though you've diversified yourself in a way that without knowing, you have one job that just took a complete crap and
Yep.
another one that's like, dude, just come on. I don't care I don't care how you get to work, just get there. If it's in your living room and you're wearing your pajamas, I don't care. We got work to do. So in a way, you've become, I don't know if the word would be lucky, but just sort of like
very lucky.
Right. Yeah, I guess to be able to have that type of work, because I've done a lot of interviews, of course, where the answer is, well, I don't know what to do now. And I think what that leads us to is some of these humans are going to have to learn how to do other things, right? Like, hey, I'm a DJ, I'm an MC. I've already talked to Brad J, and I've talked to Michael, DJ Naka G. And it's like, hey, we've got our skill set, right? Like I can talk. You want me to like talk about the ending of the world? Like, and there goes that city. It just exploded. And oh, there goes an ocean wave killing all those humans. Like that's just, you don't need guys like me for that. You need guys or women or just humans that can be adaptive and functional. And it sounds like your company with Roche is, right in the wheelhouse of adapting.
Yeah, I got really lucky with that, quite honestly, because I've been with I've had that company for about 19 years now, and that really ages me. And then I got into production probably about 10 years ago. So I was able to start spending more time doing what I wanted to do, which was the production side of things. Meanwhile, having other people really do the bulk of the work on the HR consulting side, and it's benefited me hugely during this uncertain time, as to know that I still have money coming in.
Right.
Otherwise, I'd be a lot more panicking a lot more. Yeah.
Oh, and I understand. Because I don't get a chance to really make money right now. Strangely, I have a lot of like extra DJ gear and pro audio equipment that I'll just toss on like Facebook Marketplace. And often, I get 3 or 4 hits a day. People are like, yeah, I'll buy that. And I'm like, cool, just come over to the garage and we'll hook you up. We'll get you dialed. That was like a little bit of cheese in the bank for me to be able to just be like, cool, I'm going to go get a burger.
Right.
There's no burgers right now.
Yeah.
So I have adapted in a way of like, this is my way of reaching out, right? Because as an MC, a DJ, an announcer, a host, this is my best way. Scenario. It's May 1st.
Yeah.
And half your production gigs are like, forget about it. You're done, and you're like, okay. Do you make the transfer to your Roche company and just say, this is what we're doing? Is this like a reality? Do you think about these things?
No, I have definitely thought about that. I think because I do have another source of income, I don't think I would give up the production side of things ever. Mm-hmm. It's what I enjoy doing. So I think I just wait until it comes back. Mm-hmm. And it will come back. I don't know when. Unfortunately, my thought is this may be our new reality for the rest of this year. This could go on until we get the vaccine, which could be, next March. So
So,
if that's the case, we figure out other ways to stay busy.
and so because you're good at being the production mom, as we so like leisurely say it, what do you do in a time to keep your client? Right? You've got, like you said, you've got Vail Resorts, you've got some really high level or high output clients that I'm assuming you'd love to keep. So
Yes.
how do you keep them?
Yeah, that's a great question. And that's not something I have necessarily put a lot of thought into yet, because we're still relatively new and I'm trying to figure out my new norm day to day. But I think that one thing I have been doing, and this isn't so much with clients, I've been doing this in my personal life, is writing down 3 people a day that I'm thinking about. And I reach out to them and just do like a wellness check. Like,
Mhm.
hey, what's going on? How you feeling? I know there's a lot of people right now that are maybe, because we were quarantined. I'm assuming you were as well. Right after the Vail shoot, they put out the notice for Summit County.
Boom.
So yeah, so
Sitting here the whole time.
yep. So I've been quarantined for a week longer than most people, if not even 2 weeks longer than most people. And so I think that my mindset, I'm starting to come around with accepting that this is the new reality. Whereas I think a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I had some panic moments. And so I know that a lot of people are probably in that stage right now, in that depression. And so I'm just kind of reaching out to people and trying to figure out, where I can be helpful. If someone needs something, can I go to the store for them, or if they just need to talk, or they just need to vent, or do a virtual happy hour. We've been doing a lot of those, which are really fun. So trying to just be there for the people that maybe need someone. And I'm kind of searching for people that I'm maybe not in contact with as often. And so I think that would be something I would start to do with the clients too, is I am big into, obviously, as you know, I do a lot of casting. So I'm continually searching for people. And right now I've found a lot of actors who have extra time on their hands and are willing
Mhm.
to, send me up their updated pictures, send me their sizes, make videos for me that I can put into their galleries. So we have that. So when we do start hiring again, we have no lag time. We're able to jump into it right away.
Right, right. And I don't know if you actually heard this over the microphone, but it had to be this interview, especially with you, because somebody who produces video just outside the studio here, I literally had a leaf blower and a street sweeper just go by.
Of course you did. I
Not
know.
any other interview I've ever done. And I mean, literally, like, is that a leaf blower? Oh, somebody must be filming nearby. That is
I
just
know
unreal.
that.
We've got a couple minutes left, and so I really appreciate your perspective on how to reach out, and how people who listen to this can take a page out of your book, knowing that now is that time to break it down to the simplicity of the job. Why do you have a client? They have you because you're good at what you do. I go back to that old movie that Robin Williams was in. He was being a doctor, and he was trying to tell another doctor, he's like, yeah, you're a doctor, but you suck at it. Like, so there's a version of being a good producer, and then somebody who's just like going through the motions. Now's that time to break those going through the motions, and really discover the power of writing a letter to somebody and saying, hey, just thinking about you, here's some confetti you get to sweep up later, have fun.
Right. Yeah.
So it's really an important time to be a part of that right now. Carrie, if one wanted to reach out to you and say, hey, I want to create video content, I want to
Yeah.
create print media content, I want to create something that uplifts my acting, modeling, professional, creative career, how do we find you? Let me let the street sweeper go do his thing. Right? Oh, you got to be kidding me. Get out of here. That is unreal. How do we find you? Is there a website? Where are
Yeah.
you based out of? All the things. Tell us more about you so that we can reach out to you.
Great. So you can go to runwestproductions.com, and that is my website that shows some of the still print or still images and video. And there's a contact place there to put in your contact information, and or you can email me at carrie@runwestproductions.com. And if there's talent out there that are looking for modeling jobs or commercials, things like that, feel free to send me your couple pictures that clearly show your face. Let me know what outdoor activities you excel at, your height, and your date of birth and your phone number, and I can add you to my gallery. And we do a lot of direct bookings versus, having like casting calls. So I'll respond back and can get you added in there as well.
Well, I can tell you she's telling the truth, because that's how we met.
Yep.
Is the same exact way. So
Yes,
I think
you were
that's
my
awesome.
model.
I can't believe that. I mean, look at this thing. People are like,
You were awesome.
You should just do audio podcasts.
No, you were awesome. We had such a fun day. And it was, yeah.
It was like the best. Honestly, I've already said it once before. I'm like, I have the top 10 days of skiing in my life, and that day definitely goes in there. It is
awesome.
It's not like we did the most gnarly terrain or anything like that. It was about our surroundings. It was what that day meant. So thanks for having me, and I will do that all over again.
Well, thank you for having me as well. So I hope that we get to do that again soon.
You got it. That's Kari White from Run West Productions. I am Goldie. This has been the 15 Minutes of Fame, and we are out. Cheers.
Thanks.